Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Growth Stock Research. Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time, famously stated that you should be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Given the current market downturn, we would therefore like to take a glass half full perspective and focus on the good news for Lucid and potential catalysts for its stock with the ticker CCIV. This video is structured in the following way. Number 1. The current market situation. Number 2. Environmental policy of the Biden administration. Number 3. News on the 17th of March. Number 4. Official announcement of the second factory. Number 5. 10,000 orders. And number 6. Partnership speculation. In the recent 2 weeks, Lucid stock fell by around 60% primarily due to 3 reasons. Number 1. Instead of producing and delivering 6,000 cars this year, starting next quarter, Lucid postponed the production start to the second half of 2021 and expecting the sale of 577 cars. No question, this unexpected postponement and reduction of the expected sales this year was a major cause for Lucid's stock decline. However, we would like to point out that a postponement of around 6 months alone is not unusual in the EV industry, as Tesla had multiple delays as a first mover EV company. Delays happen, and it will also happen in the future. Number 2. Before the merger between Lucid and CCIV was officially announced, the market expected a valuation between 12 to 15 billion US dollars at $10 a share. The official announcement was poorly communicated, with various numbers circulating. One was a report by Bloomberg with a misleading 24 billion US dollar valuation, which they later corrected. This confusion likely led to a sell-off which possibly triggered a stop-loss chain reaction. Lastly, in the last 2 weeks, the general market sentiment caused growth stocks and in particular EV stocks to dip. Almost all EV stocks fell significantly. For instance, Tesla fell by 30% without any major news. Now, as long-term investors, you need to ask yourselves, did Lucid as a company fundamentally change in the last 2 weeks? Has our analysis of Lucid 2 weeks ago fundamentally changed because of a 6 months delay, poor communication of the valuation, and current general market sentiment? These are open questions which we cannot answer and which investors need to ask themselves. What we can do, however, is to showcase some potential catalysts for Lucid that may be overlooked by the overall market. The first likely catalyst for all EV stocks, including Lucid, will be due to President Biden's top priority to support mass EV penetration. The Democrats have the majority in both the Senate and the House of Representatives, and just last week passed a $1.9 trillion recovery bill. Now, the Democrats can shift their focus to the next legislative priority. Wedbush security analyst Dan Ives expects that the tax credits and incentives around EVs will ramp up significantly in the coming months, and Lucid will be one of the players which would capitalize on this green tidal wave. There was a tweet from Lucid Motors that a new in-vehicle entertainment system will be announced on March 17th at the SXSW conference. This Lucid Air and Dolby Atmos experience is being dubbed as the world's first. What is this conference about? The SXSW conference features a variety of tracks that allow attendees to explore what's next in the world of film, culture, music, and technology. When we look up the panel event on the conference website, we can see that Lucid will showcase their partnership with the famous Dolby brand to create an immersive music experience inside its Lucid cars. The conference can also be seen as a possibility to attract new investors' attention. 2 months ago, Bloomberg reported that the Saudi Public Investment Fund, which owns more than 62% of Lucid, is planning to build an electric vehicle factory near the seaport of Jeddah, or potentially Neom, which is planned to be a high-tech city built from scratch. While Lucid CEO said that these plans are not imminent, it seems clear that the second Lucid factory will be built in Saudi Arabia. Why? Because in 2018, when the Public Investment Fund invested over 1.3 billion US dollars in Lucid, they made it a condition that an EV factory will be built in Saudi Arabia. Noteworthy, It is said that the cost will primarily be paid by the public investment fund instead of Lucid. When taken into account the Saudis' vision for 2030 and large investment possibilities, we can expect a large factory. Therefore, once the plans are confirmed, we can expect a major boost to the stock price, as it is currently not priced in, as it hasn't even been mentioned in the investor's presentation. According to the investor's presentation, Lucid has received over 7,500 reservations for its Lucid Air models. Comparing this to Tesla's reservation numbers for the Tesla Model S back in 2012, Lucid is well on track, as the numbers within the time span given are comparable. With Lucid's experienced marketing team currently having 6 Lucid Motor Studios open and planning to more than triple this number to 21 by the end of this year, it seems more than likely that they will exceed 10,000 reservations and increase demand day by day. The planned merger between CCIV and Lucid is also likely to increase media attention, just like it did in previous weeks. This in turn could help Lucid establish itself as a sought-after brand. By far the strongest stock catalyst is a potential partnership with Apple. A partnership with Apple would be a game changer. While it's still speculative and potential talks could fall apart anytime, it is in Lucid and also Apple's interest to team up, according to our research. In our recent video, we presented 3 arguments in favor and 3 reasons against a partnership, and based on our findings and Rawlinson's hints, we believe that Lucid is currently in talks with Apple. If you haven't seen the video, please take a look and decide for yourself. What do you think? We will reply to every single comment and are planning to make further videos on Lucid. Vielen Dank.